Hi everyone, Andrew Marshall here. Today we're going to look at some research published in the Journal of Financial Planning that says that waiting to claim Social Security at 70 is probably a mistake for most people. So this is an article that was published in the Journal of Financial Planning in February 2024 by Gary Smith and Margaret Smith, PhD. And it was titled, "It May Be a Mistake to Delay Social Security Benefits." The majority of the population will not live long enough to reach the break-even point. At a 3% discount rate, the break-even age for delaying is around 84 years old. Life expectancy for a 62-year-old male is only 81. A 62-year-old female's life expectancy is 84. That means half the population is not going to reach the break-even age. A lot of things you might read in the popular press about Social Security benefits say everyone should delay till 70. Well, that's definitely not the case that everyone should, because not everyone's going to live a long life. When you're doing comparisons, they say that Social Security benefits should be discounted by the real rate of return that the investments you would sell to pay bills would earn. If you're going to wait on Social Security, you have to have some money to pay your bills. And so most people would be selling stocks. Those stocks would be earning a certain percentage above inflation, and that value is what you should discount the Social Security benefits by. And so what's a proper discount rate to use? For Treasury bills, the historical real return has been 2% over inflation. Stocks historically have returned more than 7% above inflation. So if you have a 60-40 portfolio, it's going to be a combination of stocks and bonds perhaps that you would sell over those years. 4.4% real return is appropriate for a combination portfolio of 60-40. I'm going to use 4% just to make it easier on these graphs that I'm going to show you next. So this graph comes from their paper, figure 2, and there's a blue line drawn in at 4% discount rate. In the decision between delaying between 62 and 67 at 4% discount rate, break-even is 85 years old. Again, most people aren't going to live to 85. The break-even between 67 and 70 at a 4% discount rate is 88 and a half years old. Really, the only people who should be waiting to claim Social Security at 70 rather than 67 are those who have longevity in their family, or those who are feeling very confident that they're going to live into their 90s. Some other reasons to claim earlier than 70. If you're selling stocks to live on while you wait to claim Social Security, you're increasing your risk, because once you've sold those stocks, you're going to miss out on all the future gains that those shares would have made. And if the stock market has great years between your age 67 and 70, well, you've missed out. The Social Security system is really complicated, and this paper just looked at the most simple version possible, which is a single person. If you have a married couple who have different earnings amounts, or you have children, disabilities, all sorts of possibilities, that it makes the claiming decision a bit more complicated. You hear this talk about you'll get 8% more if you delay your benefits. Well, that's actually not an 8% return, and so they want to be clear about that. You'll get 8% more, but you're going to have to give up a year of receiving money. So it's definitely not an 8% return. You are foregoing $12,000 when you are 67 in order to get $12,960 instead of $12,000 when you are 68. So if you delay, you will have received $12,960 rather than having received $24,000. So having $12,960 instead of $24,000 is not an 8% annual return. I hope you found this to be useful or interesting information. And if so, please leave a comment. And as always, please consider subscribing to the channel. See you next time.